Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt your legs hesitate just for a moment? It happened to Frank, a retired sheriff from Texas. One morning, he reached for his coffee, but needed both hands to lift himself up. That moment changed everything. He thought it was just age, but it wasn't. What if I told you that silent muscle loss, sarcopenia, often begins in your 60s, and it's more common than you think? The good news? There's a simple, research-backed way to rebuild your strength without intense workouts or expensive therapy. Let's uncover the 3 essential vitamins that brought Frank back on his feet. Secret number 1, vitamin D3. The power switch. Have you ever wondered why some days your legs feel like concrete, while other days you move with ease? Frank sure did, until one fall changed everything. Frank had always been steady on his feet. As a retired sheriff from El Paso, Texas, he was used to chasing things: storms, suspects, stray dogs, you name it. But in his 70s, something shifted. One morning, as he stood to refill his coffee, he found himself gripping the table edge just to rise. His legs felt heavy, slow, off balance. At first, he blamed it on old age. Just getting older, he muttered. But then, one quiet Tuesday, he slipped stepping out of the shower. Nothing dramatic, just a bruise, a little scare. But for Frank, it was a turning point. His doctor didn't prescribe more physical therapy or new medication. He prescribed sunlight and vitamin D3, the forgotten switch that powers strength. Vitamin D3 isn't just for bones. It's the master switch for your entire neuromuscular system, from your brain, through your spine, all the way down to the muscles in your legs. It helps calcium get absorbed into bones. Yes, but more importantly, it tells your muscles how to contract, your nerves how to fire, and your joints how to stay stable. As we age, our body's ability to produce D3 drops drastically. Why? Thinner skin absorbs less sunlight. Livers and kidneys, which help convert sunlight into usable D3, slow down. And with less time outdoors, we unknowingly drift into deficiency. It doesn't come with a red flag. There's no fever or swelling. But one day, you just stop trusting your legs. Signs you might be low on D3, struggling to climb stairs, feeling exhausted after standing or walking, nighttime leg cramps, feeling off balance even on flat ground, achy hips, heels, or knees, mild mood dips, or trouble sleeping. Sounds familiar? Many seniors confuse these with just aging, but often they're the early whispers of D3 depletion. A study from the University of Birmingham found that seniors over 65 who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 daily improved leg strength by nearly 19% in just a few weeks. Another trial in China combined light walking with D3 supplements. Participants reported better balance, fewer falls, and more confidence in movement. Harvard's Geriatric Center even reported that low D3 levels increased fall risk by 40%. Let that sink in. 40%. Here's where many get it wrong. A glass of milk? Only 100 IU. One egg? Barely 40 IU. Even fatty fish, like salmon, delivers about 500 IU per serving. But who eats that daily? That's why most seniors need supplements. Recommended 800 to 1,000 IU daily for healthy adults. 1,500 to 2,000 E. If you've had falls, joint issues, or mobility decline, always take D3 with food, ideally breakfast, and include healthy fats like avocado, eggs, or olive oil to boost absorption. Avoid taking it at night. It can interfere with melatonin and sleep. Common mistakes. skipping D3 because I get sun. Clouds, sunscreen, and windows block UVB rays. Taking it on an empty stomach. Fat-soluble vitamins need fat. Using multivitamins with tiny doses of D3, not nearly enough to make a difference. Taking too much. Over 4,000 UU daily long-term can cause calcium imbalance, nausea, or kidney stress. After just 3 weeks of consistent D3, Frank noticed his knees didn't buckle when he stood. He climbed his porch steps without gripping the rail. And most importantly, he stopped fearing another fall. Turns out, he chuckled, I didn't need new legs, just a little sunshine in a bottle. But restoring strength is only one part of the puzzle. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Next, let's talk about the hidden disconnect between your brain and your legs, and the quiet vitamin that repairs it. Secret number 2, vitamin B12, the nerve connector. What if your legs feel strong, but they simply won't listen? For Martha, the problem wasn't in her muscles. It was in the messages that never arrived. Martha had always been light on her feet. At 68, she still danced in her kitchen while baking apple pies for her grandkids in Oregon. But one autumn, things began to feel off. She described it like this: my legs worked, but they felt disconnected, like someone else was controlling them. At first, she blamed her shoes, then her balance, then maybe too much baking. But the truth came one morning when she tried to step onto her front porch and nearly fell, for no reason at all. The invisible wire between brain and legs. That's when her doctor ran a simple blood test and found the culprit: low vitamin B12. While vitamin D3 activates the muscles and bones, vitamin B12 keeps the conversation flowing between your brain and your body. It maintains the protective coating, myelin, around your nerves. Think of it as the rubber insulation on an electrical wire. Without it, nerve signals fizzle out. Your feet don't feel the ground properly. Your balance gets wobbly. You move slower, less confidently, and eventually you stop trusting your steps. Signs of B12 deficiency that often go unnoticed: numbness, tingling, or buzzing. In your feet or hands, legs feel asleep even when moving, feeling unsteady while walking, trouble keeping balance on flat ground, dropping objects, missing steps, awkward movements, brain fog, forgetfulness, or subtle mood changes. Martha had several of these signs, but like many, she thought they were just aging. Why seniors are especially at risk. As we age, our stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, which is needed to release B12 from food. And if you're taking acid reducers like omeprazole or ranitidine metformin for diabetes, or follow a low-meat or vegetarian diet, your risk of B12 deficiency skyrockets. Even with a balanced diet, absorption may be limited. An Oxford University study found that seniors with low B12 walked slower, had worse balance, and were twice as likely to fall in the next year. Another clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology gave older adults 1,000 micrograms of B12 daily for 8 weeks. The result? Faster reflexes, improved stability, less numbness, sharper mental clarity. It didn't take months, just weeks. How to take vitamin B12. Properly form. Choose methylcobalamin, the active form that your body uses directly, especially important after 60 when conversion slows. Dosage: 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day is safe and effective. Timing: take in the morning or at lunch, not late in the day, as B12 can increase alertness. Method: under-the-tongue tablets or sprays are best for quick absorption. Avoid coffee or tea within an hour. It interferes with B12 uptake. Common mistakes people make: assuming diet is enough. One egg equals just 0.5 micrograms of B12. Taking multivitamins that include too little. B12. Using B12 too late in the day can disrupt sleep. Ignoring signs like random tingling or slow steps. They're not harmless. After just 2 weeks on daily B12 supplements, Martha felt a quiet shift. Her feet stopped tingling. Her steps grew more confident. She even returned to her kitchen dancing. Though now, she jokes, I keep the pies in the oven and my feet on the ground. I thought I was losing my balance, she said, but really, I was losing the signal. Now that your muscles are powered and your nerves are firing, let's talk about the fuel that makes movement possible in the first place. You might be surprised. It's the vitamin no one talks about. Secret number 3, vitamin B1, the muscle fuel. Your muscles may be strong, your nerves may be sharp, but without fuel, even the best machine stalls. That's exactly what happened to Robert. Robert, 70, used to run a bustling diner on the south side of Chicago. Every morning at 5 a.m., he was there, coffee brewing, bacon sizzling, legs moving. But after retirement, something changed. He still woke up early, but instead of jumping out of bed, he sat, still, for a while. His legs felt heavy, like dragging cement. Walking to the mailbox left him short of breath. Climbing stairs, exhausting. He wasn't in pain. He wasn't weak. He was just out of gas. And the reason was something few doctors mention: vitamin B1 deficiency. The fuel that powers every step. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, plays a quiet but vital role. It's the spark that turns food into energy, specifically ATP, the molecule every muscle cell uses to move. Without enough B1, your body can't produce enough ATP. Muscles fatigue quickly. Recovery takes longer, and everyday tasks feel like running uphill. And since the legs house the largest muscles in your body, they're usually the first to feel the shortage. Early signs of thiamine deficiency: feeling drained after minimal effort, legs that feel heavy or hard to lift, muscle cramps, especially in the calves or feet, breathlessness during light activity, mild dizziness or lightheadedness, mental fatigue, low appetite, or low motivation. These symptoms often sneak in gradually, so gradually that many people blame it on just aging. But Robert's doctor saw it differently. Why seniors are, especially at risk. There are 4 common reasons why vitamin B1 deficiency shows up more often after 60. Reduced absorption. Aging digestive systems absorb thiamine less efficiently. Diuretics. Common medications for blood pressure or heart issues flush out B1 in the urine alcohol. Even moderate wine or beer reduces thiamine uptake. Modern diets. Processed foods strip away natural B1 from grains and carbs. Robert checked every box. He took diuretics, enjoyed a nightly glass of red wine, and had gradually shifted to white bread and frozen meals. A 2021 study from Tokyo University found that over 30% of seniors tested had low B1 levels. Those with the lowest scores also walked the slowest, climbed stairs less frequently, and reported the highest levels of leg fatigue. In another trial published in Neurological Sciences, seniors experiencing chronic leg exhaustion took 100 milligrams of thiamine daily. Within 7 days, over 80% reported increased energy. Nearly 70% felt less heaviness and less muscle pain. No dangerous side effects, just more fuel in the tank. How to supplement vitamin B1, effectively dosage. For therapeutic benefit, 50 to 100 milligrams daily is commonly used in older adults. Timing: best taken in the morning with breakfast with food, especially meals containing protein or healthy fats for better absorption. Avoid coffee, black tea, or alcohol near dosing time. They interfere with uptake. Good food sources include oats, brown rice, lentils, sunflower seeds, pork and organ meats. But again, many seniors don't eat these regularly, which is why a daily supplement is often the simplest, safest option. Mistakes people make. Assuming no pain means no problem. Drinking tea or wine with meals. Unknowingly blocking absorption. Skipping breakfast or eating toast and calling it fuel. Ignoring that tired legs may be a metabolic issue, not a fitness one. Robert's turnaround. Just a week into his new regimen, 50 milligrams of B1 with breakfast, Robert felt the difference. He no longer needed to pause halfway up the stairs. He walked to the corner store and back without needing to sit down. "I didn't get stronger," he said. "I just stopped running on empty." Now you've seen how vitamin D3 powers your body, B12 connects the system, and B1 fuels every step. But how do you combine them safely? What's the best time of day? And what mistakes should you avoid? Let's wrap it all together in the final section. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Secret number 4. How to combine these 3 vitamins safely and see results fast. You now hold the keys to strength, balance, and energy. But here's the truth. Even the right vitamins, taken the wrong way, might not help at all. After Frank regained his strength with D3, Martha restored her balance with B12, and Robert reignited his energy with B1. They all asked the same question: how do I take these together without messing things up? That's what we'll unpack here, clearly, gently, and step by step. Because when used together and correctly, these 3 vitamins become a powerful trio that supports everything from walking across the room to dancing with your grandchildren. Let's start with when to take each one. Morning. Vitamin D3 plus B1. Thiamine. These 2 are best taken with breakfast, especially if your meal includes healthy fats or protein, like eggs, avocado, or Greek yogurt. Why morning? D3 supports daytime metabolism and muscle function. B1 fuels your physical energy throughout the day. Taken together, they provide the spark and power your body needs to stay mobile and alert. Midday. Vitamin B12, methylcobalamin. Take B12 around lunchtime or early afternoon. Why midday? B12 promotes mental clarity and sharp nerve communication. It can make you feel more alert, so avoid taking it too close to bedtime. Use sublingual or spray forms for better absorption, especially if you have digestive issues or take medications. Common mistakes to avoid: skipping meals or taking vitamins on an empty stomach reduces absorption, especially for fat-soluble vitamins like D3. Doubling up doses, hoping for faster results. More is not better. Long-term overuse can be harmful. Relying on low-dose multivitamins, many senior blends contain D3 or B12 in amounts too small to be effective. Check the labels carefully. Taking vitamins too late in the day. B12 and D3 can interfere with your sleep cycle if taken after 5 p.m. Should you get blood work? Yes. If you've had leg weakness, dizziness, fatigue, or balance issues, it's worth asking your doctor to check. Vitamin D levels. Vitamin B12 levels. General energy markers like iron, folate, magnesium. Simple tests. Big insight. Even if results are normal, you may still benefit from safe daily doses if you're near the lower end of the range. Speak with your provider before starting any supplement if you have chronic kidney or liver disease, you're on blood thinners, you've experienced unexplained weight loss, you already take multiple medications. In most other cases, these vitamins are very safe, especially when taken within the recommended ranges. Real-world simplicity, the daily plan. Here's a simple routine that worked for Frank, Martha, and Robert. Breakfast. 1. Vitamin D3, 800 to 1000 IU. 1. Vitamin B1, 50 to 100 milligrams. 1 boiled egg or small bowl of oatmeal. Lunch. 1 vitamin B12, 500 to 1000 micrograms methylcobalamin. Steam vegetables and salmon or tofu. A tall glass of water. No tea or coffee for 1 hour. Stick with this for just 2 to 3 weeks. And most seniors start to feel the difference. Your body is not failing you. It's simply asking for fuel, connection, and activation. These 3 vitamins aren't magic, but they support systems that have quietly slowed over the years. And when they're back in sync, you walk steadier, you think clearer, you feel like yourself again. In our final section, let's tie it all together, and I'll share a gentle reminder that this journey isn't just about vitamins. It's about reclaiming the freedom in your step, one day at a time. It's not just age. It's not your fault. And most importantly, it's not permanent. When you nourish your body with the right support, D3 to activate, B12 to connect, and B1 to fuel, your legs remember how to move with confidence again. If this spoke to you, leave a comment below. What's your biggest struggle or biggest victory with strength and balance? And don't forget to subscribe. In our next video, we'll reveal a simple morning habit that quietly weakens muscles and how to fix it in just 10 minutes a day. You're stronger than you think.